How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the Type QQ Gaming channel. Got a couple more runs on Dandy here. Just trying out a few other things. One of the more confusing things about this game is this sequence here. This happens every time you start a game with the sort of like mint leaf, sort of fruity nut, and then that sort of eggshell. I'm not sure, or some sort of sugared candy. You pick one of those, it doesn't really tell you what happens. I don't know what happens, but so what? So yeah, since the last time we played this, I have looked into the sort of that angelic healing blob, and my suspicions were correct. You do want to not shoot that guy down, or allow him to come close and then shoot him down. You do want him to come over and touch you. As weird as that was phrased, it's in your best interest. Just like anything, angelic or holy. You just let him touch you. Gone with the peanut this time. What does it do? Puffed peanut pleasure. Looks like it makes our bullets larger. However, there is a pickup that we find along the way that I think is really great. I'll bring it up when we get there. I don't think this first run is all that remarkable at all, but it is still much of a experiment, I suppose. And now that this game is kind of scratching the surface of my sort of Binding of Isaac itch, I do want to find out how many different little candy pieces there are and what sort of effects they have. Immediately, we found that the cream cheese or the cheesecake thing gives you like a ton of hit points. So if we want to have a particularly boring type of unkillable run, we can go that route. But yeah, I think there's a lot more things out there. And some actually complex ones, which is what we're going to come to. I think maybe in the second run. I feel, that don't just add a sort of fire element or electric element or a poison element to your fire, or makes them larger or smaller. Pretty shit dodge there, I would have to say. Sometimes you have to get the timing just right with some of these, because of course, like we covered in the first video, you can't move left or right. It's just an up and down type of thing. If I had to give major marks off this game, it would be just probably solely because of that. Boom! Little kiss there from little sperm guy. So we can heal ourselves or choose one of those two other random candy things. And we got the caramel. And for a while I was curious what caramel does, but it will reveal itself in due time. And it's this sort of stuff that's kind of made me a little bit more interested in the game. As it first started, it's like, come on, it's up and down shooting, and you get candies that kind of randomly give you powers, but it is a bit complex. See, there's caramel at work right now. When you get hit, you have that sort of bubble of vulnerability for a while. So, imagine a combo with the caramel with the cream cheese, where you would have 12 hit points, but every time you were hit, you were vulnerable to the next hit for like 15 seconds. That would be a pretty cool combo of just sticking with it and just weathering any sort of storm this game could give you. But we are down to 2 health. We certainly need to do better at not getting our head caved in. Down to our single health. Last health. Hopefully we can... There we go. Kind of played with fire there, I think, for a little bit, but... I think this run, you know, of course, you know, falls at the mercy of me playing pretty poorly, but I think Peanut isn't necessarily a great item either. The fact that it just made our bullets larger, you know, you probably could go without, you know. I don't think we're particularly missing our shots by such a small margin that we would need, you know, the extra large bullets to make it, you know, that much more meaningful. But there we go, horn right to the face. That's our first death, and it's going to bring apart our second run here. Our second of two. Also, it seems I picked up some new subscribers in the last few days, or maybe a week. So I certainly want to welcome them to the channel. As always, I don't know what horrible things have occurred to your life to make you feel compelled to subscribe to this channel and watch my videos, but you know, I'm certainly not going to correct you of your mistakes in your life. Honeybee, shrinking sweet. So yeah, I mean, honeybee I think is actually deceptively good. I think, you know, I guess another thing that I would have a problem with this game is that, you know, you're such a large fucking target, you know, and especially with some of these enemies that fire a bunch of things, you know, you kind of have to move your enormous melon head into the way before you can really, you know, shoot them down. So, although not a particularly offensive or defensive item, what was it, the honeycomb thing, does reduce your size a bit. And that may matter. Might prove to be a valuable asset in some of these longer runs. I mean, you can immediately combo it onto the other combos that we're talking about. Pick up cream cheese for twice the health. Pick up the the caramel, and then pick up the honey, and then you have a shield when you're hit. You have twice the health, and then now you're a smaller target to hit. So, Jesus, we're working on a quick death. Oh shit, we are dead again. I guess there's more to this than I thought. I thought this was just 2 runs. Bonus run time, I guess. If you even consider that second run much of a bonus at all. Shouldn't be shooting those angel guys, and especially taking damage after shooting down one of the angel guys. That's pretty poor. Ah yes, here we are. We picked the Peach. Yeah. Peach and Proud combo confection. This was another power I was like a little strange at first of what it did. And of course, if you don't know from playing this game yourself, and this would be kind of a cool discovery as well, you can actually notice already, as we're killing guys, our shots are getting larger, and I think they're doing more damage. The key is not to being hit though, because once you get hit, your combo of course is going to reset, and you're going back to your small shot. But now look how large that shot is now. Pretty awesome when you're talking about a sort of one item sort of wrecking crew, an item to carry you along the way. See, right back down to the small. Oh, I hate this when you have shooting targets behind tanky targets. See, if you could move in any other direction, you could take care of this sort of stuff quite easily, but... Now we picked up our honeycomb one. So we shrunk down a little bit more. I think the Peach, you know, of course I've only played this a few times, but the Peach is already becoming one of my favorite items. It's just, you know, the longer you're sticking with it, the better it is. And of course, because I think we're on a real low life, we're gonna just heal up here. And as powerful as Peach is, you can't really blame me. You know, I wouldn't blame anyone for picking that. You're just healing up and going, I'm just gonna run with Peach. And just, you know, we'll just power through it and try not to get hit, of course. Yeah, look how quick we're just killing guys now. Good stuff. I guess ultimately that's what we have to do with Dandy, is not necessarily hold ourselves to a high standard until we know the majority of what all the items do. Because, you know, if we get killed with just, you know, larger bullets from Peanut, who cares? But if we're getting killed with Peach and other items, then that's probably a problem. And that's actually a cool discovery as well, is that although we're at full health, and we were like, ah, fuck it, let's just shoot those angel guys. It's not like they're going to heal us. They actually do. They will heal us over our maximum. So overall, like a pretty good time for discovering new things in the game. Tried to do the same there with just kind of side-swiping without getting hit with the other one behind him, but didn't really work out. But yeah, I mean, it's so great having these big, enormous shots and then picking apart those great bombs and then just blowing everything up. We can heal for no particular reason. That may actually not be just heal. That may just like an extra heart as well. But we picked this sort of chili, the hot jawbreaker. So now we have a familiar on top of everything else. So we're finding some big Peach shots, a little bit smaller, and now we can shoot fireballs. However, that irked me a little bit. Taking a hit there, that was... I do hate that our hitbox is our entire character. And just, yeah, getting lit up on damage here. I'm just in the last few seconds to start to hit the 3 damage. Oh, yeah, you do have to watch out for these guys when they're in their bubble mode. Although I'm not necessarily sure what causes it. Yeah, there's at least a chance for stuff to be redirected right back at you. And something to really watch out for, seeing how we're at 1 health. But I suppose I should make the mention here, as we're getting a little close to the end of the video, that I do have a Twitter account. It's at @TypeQQSucka, S-U-C-K-A, I believe. Don't hold me to it, but I'm sure if you find me, if you look, you'll find me. I may even just link it somewhere. If you need, I may be busy in the next few days with some personal family things. So if you're curious about what's going on there, or if you're interested, find out if I'm alive or not, that's where all my, personal video unrelated things or non-video things are going to be updated on. So check that out. But that looks like it's going to be it for now. So don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, do all that stuff, and we'll be back with some more stuff.